Hello, I'm Tim Tuller, canon for music at St. John's Cathedral, and I'm going to say a couple of words about the music for this Sunday, August 11th. For our organ voluntaries this Sunday, we have a student-teacher relationship. The postlude that I'm playing was written in 1862 by the French organist Jacques Lamont. He was actually Belgian by birth. And Lamont was a very important figure because he went to Germany early on in his life and studied organ with Adolf Hesse, who was a German authority on the works of J.S. Bach. And he bequeathed to Lamont the Bach organ tradition, which was not well known at all in France during that time. Lamont was renowned as a performer. He introduced France to the organ works of J.S. Bach and was particularly renowned for his pedal technique, which really surpassed anything that the French had seen at that point in time. And he also was especially important as a teacher. He started an organ tradition, an organ school that influenced students really right up to the present day. You can trace a direct lineage from many of the greatest organists in France today and in the 20th century back to Lamont. And the fanfare is one of the few pieces that he wrote, one of his few original organ compositions that's really played much at all today. Most of his works have fallen into obscurity. But it is a very festive, well-written piece, and it shows what he could do on the organ. Our prelude was written by Alexandre Guillemot, who was a direct student of Jacques Lamont. And Guillemot himself would go on to teach Marcel Dupré and other organists. He wrote a tremendous amount of organ music, and amongst which were 8 organ sonatas, which really are more symphonies. They're huge pieces. And the first symphony is probably the most well-known, particularly the final movement. But I'm going to be playing this Sunday the second movement, the Pastorale, as a prelude. And it's a very lyrical, warm piece which shows off various colors of the organ to great effect. Our offertory anthem this Sunday is Be Still My Soul, for God is Near, by the British composer Percy Whitlock. Whitlock was a bit of a tragic figure. He was born in 1903 and he died in 1946 before even reaching his 43rd birthday. He contracted tuberculosis and he also went blind. His music, although there isn't a ton of it, is incredibly well written, and both for choir and organ. He knew the instrument very, very well. He wrote an enormous organ sonata in C minor, which is not very often played today, but it lasts nearly an hour, and it's an incredible example of symphonic organ music. Be Still My Soul is a short, modest anthem, but it's incredibly beautiful, incredibly lyrical, and it shows what a compositional talent this man was. And it's a real case of what could have been had he lived longer and had time to produce more music. I hope you enjoy the music this Sunday.